A country the size of New Jersey. 9 million people, surrounded on every side by nations that have tried to erase it from the map, not once, not twice, but 5 major times. And every single time, Israel won. Not just survived, won. In 1948, the day after Israel declared independence, 5 Arab armies invaded simultaneously: Egypt, Jordan, Syria, Iraq, Lebanon, all at once. Israel had no air force, no tanks, no international recognition, and it still won the war. So what is actually going on inside this tiny strip of land that makes it one of the most militarily, technologically, and economically dominant forces on the planet? In the next 4 minutes, you are going to discover the real answer, and it will completely change how you see this country. Let's start with the weapon that most people never talk about. Not missiles, not fighter jets, not nuclear warheads, though Israel almost certainly has those too. The real weapon is the human mind. Israel has more scientists and engineers per capita than any other country on Earth, more startups per capita than any nation in the world, more than the United States, more than Germany, more than Japan. Tel Aviv has been called the Silicon Valley of the Middle East, but that undersells it, because Silicon Valley doesn't have to innovate under existential threat. Israel does. When survival is not optional, innovation becomes mandatory, and that pressure has produced something extraordinary. Here is what that looks like in practice. The USB drive in your pocket, Israeli invention. The Intel processor inside most of the world's computers, designed in Israel. Waze, the navigation app used by over 140 million people worldwide, built in Israel. Checkpoint firewall technology that protects most of the world's corporate networks, Israeli. Mobileye, the AI system now guiding self-driving cars from Mercedes, BMW, and Volkswagen, Israeli. A nation of 9 million people is quietly running the infrastructure of the modern world. But that is only the civilian side. What happens when that same innovation engine is pointed directly at warfare? What you are about to hear next is the part that keeps military commanders around the world awake at night. Israel's military, the IDF, is not a large army. It cannot afford to be. So instead of building a bigger army, Israel built a smarter one. Every Israeli citizen, male and female, is required by law to serve in the military. Men serve for 3 years, women for 2. After service, they remain in active reserve status, meaning Israel can mobilize a fully trained fighting force of hundreds of thousands within 72 hours. But the real advantage is what happens during those years of service. The IDF identifies the most gifted young minds and sends them not to the front line, but to Unit 8200. Unit 8200 is Israel's elite intelligence and cyber warfare division. It is the most secretive and most powerful signals intelligence unit in the world outside of America's NSA. Graduates of Unit 8200 have gone on to found over 1,000 technology companies. The IDF does not just train soldiers, it mass produces the world's most dangerous tech entrepreneurs. Now let's talk about the shield, because Israel doesn't just fight wars, it has built a system designed to make sure wars never reach its civilians. The Iron Dome. A mobile air defense system that detects, tracks, and destroys incoming rockets and missiles mid-air with a success rate of over 90%. During the 2021 Gaza conflict alone, Iron Dome intercepted over 1,500 rockets fired at Israeli cities. But here's the detail that most people miss. Iron Dome does not shoot down every rocket. It uses artificial intelligence to calculate in real time which rockets will hit populated areas and only intercepts those. The ones heading for open fields, it lets fall. That level of computational precision, made in real time under combat conditions, is unlike anything any other nation has deployed at scale. And Iron Dome is not even Israel's most advanced layer of defense. Above it sits Arrow, designed to destroy ballistic missiles at the edge of the atmosphere, and now David's Sling, positioned between the two, built to intercept cruise missiles and medium-range rockets. 3 layered shields, ground to stratosphere. Nothing gets through cleanly. But perhaps the deepest source of Israel's power is something you cannot see on any battlefield. It's a psychology forged by history. After the Holocaust, after 6 million Jewish people were systematically murdered, the founding generation of Israel made one decision that shaped everything that followed: never again. Those 2 words became the doctrine of a nation. They explain why Israel spends over 5% of its GDP on defense, one of the highest rates of any democracy on earth. They explain why Israeli intelligence operatives tracked Nazi war criminals across 3 continents for decades. They explain why Israel launched a preemptive strike in 1981 to destroy Iraq's nuclear reactor before it could be completed, an act that shocked the world but may have prevented a nuclear-armed Saddam Hussein. Israel does not wait to be attacked. It removes the threat before the threat arrives. That doctrine, called the Begin Doctrine, remains active Israeli policy to this day. And then there's the intelligence network, Mossad, widely considered the most effective intelligence agency in the world. Not the largest, not the best funded, but the most effective. Mossad has successfully operated in Iran, Syria, Lebanon, Saudi Arabia, and dozens of other hostile nations, often for years without detection. In 2018, Israeli agents physically entered a secret Iranian warehouse in Tehran, extracted 1/2 ton of classified nuclear documents, and were back on Israeli soil before Iran even knew the documents were gone. 1/2 ton from the capital city of their most dangerous enemy. That is not luck. That is the product of decades of intelligence infrastructure built with the desperation of a nation that cannot fail. So here's the complete picture. A nation forged in survival, an economy driven by existential innovation, a military that is small, mandatory, and brutally intelligent, a defensive shield that turns warfare into a computational problem, and an intelligence agency that operates like a ghost inside the most hostile territories. Israel is not powerful because it is small. Israel is powerful because it is small and because it has never had the luxury of being anything less than extraordinary. The size of New Jersey, the footprint of a superpower. Comment below, if a country this small can build this level of power, what is the one thing you think your country is missing that Israel got right?